Oh,
Boom. We've got some new tech. Can you guys
oh,
see the Discord lights lighting up on the left
yes.
as you guys are talking? Oh, yes. Beautiful. It's working. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm so fucking good.
Like in
In
Forge
stream.
or
On the stream.
on the stream.
Yes.
Mm,
It should light up every so often when people are actually talking. So you might.
Yeah, whenever it catches up.
Yes. It is a little bit behind. I don't have it set to like super quick, but it should be working. It looks like it's working. I'm seeing it. It looks like it's working. We're gonna start. All right. I'm so good at this. Last time we had left off, our little party of adventurers had found themselves finishing the tournament. Unfortunately, unable to win, but they did manage to find some bits of information and decide where they would proceed to next. They acquisitioned some horses, a cart, and decided to leave the city of Freereach, going towards, I believe, the Tri-Point.
yes.
And then
Yep.
from there, regathering supplies up towards the Tri-Castle. But as all of you kind of prepared to leave the actual city itself, you see leaving in and out of the commons a variety of different people, people here and there in carrying bits of wares from traversing to other towns. You see merchants bringing in goods into Freereach, merchants leaving Freereach with a hefty sack of coin and an empty cart with several bodyguards to ensure that they keep their winnings and their sales. While just as many people are traversing in and out of the commons walls. It doesn't seem like the commons are too nitpicky on who comes in or out, but yeah, as you guys begin leaving the actual city itself relatively early in the morning, you have a full day ahead of you. Was there anything specific that you guys wanted to do, or would you like to proceed to your first event? Or, well, I say event, it's more like something.
Or death, yes.
That's not a death. Come on. Don't be so negative, Nancy. Alright, I am going to draw a circle on the map, as I almost always do, for my players to locate where their current position is. I just have to fill it in. Give me a second. Solid. We're going to fill it with black. Boom. Update drawing. There you go. Can you guys see that? Why is it? Oh, it's not opaque.
Yes.
Boom. Let's give it some letters. We're going to say text label party.
Peaceful coastline.
Boom. There we go. Let's go here. Select this. And you guys are currently still in Freereach.
For now.
For now. So, what I like to do is that I'm going to introduce to you guys how I like doing travel. So, each tile on this map is meant to represent about a day's worth of travel, or how much distance one kind of group can carry over in about a day or so, I believe. Let me double check my own measurements because I don't know if I did them correctly. That's not a tile? No, that's a measurement. There we go. Boom. Measurement. We're going straight measurement. Yeah, it's about a day. Because I think the hex blocks cause it to be a little bit bigger or weirder. We don't worry about that.
Cool.
Every few days an event happens that is essentially cooperatively decided. A player can either volunteer, or if no player volunteers, then I decide what happens.
Voluntold.
Yeah, essentially. But what happens is that a player might volunteer for something to happen, and through their decision, a encounter happens. It might be a combat encounter. It might be a meeting someone interesting. It might just be something that just, happens to be something that they want their character to interact with. Something happens and, it goes bad, it goes well. It all depends on how the party decides upon it. So, who would like to do the first travel encounter?
Would this have happened on the first day?
This would be somewhere within the first 3 days. So you can do it at the very beginning of the 3 days as you're still within free reach. You can do it at the end of the 3 days when you guys are kind of about to reach the Tri-Point Woods.
Okay. I'm only asking because I know that something might happen.
And the first
tonight's a full moon. Yeah. That's why I'm asking.
You're right. Oh, actually, then that is the travel encounter. Sorry.
Oh, there we go.
Technically speaking, I've already provided the travel encounter.
Don't
worry.
I forgot. No, that's my fault. That's my fault.
I'll provide an encounter next time around because we do a similar system in my games and the one I play in. So I have plenty to work with here.
The measurement says that this is about a day's travel, which is almost 2 tiles from the looks of it.
I think it is 2 tiles. I think each tile might be half a day.
All right. Then.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, it looks like every 2 tiles is a day.
It's better than what was going on with Tomb of Annihilation, where every hex was a day.
Yes, every hex is half a day. Okay, so
congratulations, you've been brought here with a time limit of about 72 days. It takes 72 days just to get towards the tomb.
That's fucked up.
God forbid everything else that it takes for you to get into the tomb.
Damn, Tomb of Annihilation is rough. But that's not what we're playing. We're playing this game, and
I would certainly hope we're not playing Tomb of Annihilation.
Or are we? No, but as you guys kind of exit out of the city, you find yourselves once more on the free and open road, the familiar to some, though a little bit more unfamiliar to others. Actually, I think all of you guys are travelers, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Well, familiar to most. But yeah, as you guys begin to exit the actual city itself, the kind of civilization begins to disappear behind you as the city of Free Reach grows further and further into the distance. The wild, beautiful plains that spread out far beyond you are a sight to behold, to say the very least. Let's move you guys to a different scene of
boy,
the Reach. There is no token vision on this. Give me a moment.
Oh, Jay.
I forgot the default was that there was no vision.
That's a weird default.
Yes. Well, the default is token vision only. So it's not necessarily meant to account for a scene like this. But as you guys begin to exit into the various different plains, you see pockets of woods and small trees that kind of clump up in various different places all around you. The small hills that kind of change the elevation, so forth, and around the area. Kind of giving different lines of sight around the various different parts of the land itself. But as you push forward, the first day goes by without too much of a fuss. For the majority of the part, you share the roads with other travelers. You see some traveling in, singular by themselves. Other ones with, a partner or some friends. Most of them are tend to keep them themselves, not necessarily open to communications too much. But some interesting figures pass by without too much note. At one point, as you guys are kind of riding out of the actual city itself in the early afternoon, as the city is starting to disappear behind you, Varus, you do notice something strange. What appears to be in the distance in behind where you guys just came from. So from the city of Freereach, you see just some sort of commotion. Loud shouts, some screams, things like that. Everyone's dying. No, I'm kidding. But you guys left the city. It's relatively far, and honestly, you're surprised that you can pick up any of these things at your distance.
Okay.
The others don't seem to pick it up at all.
Yeah. I'll just keep that to myself.
Fair enough. But you guys continue on. About another hour into travel, you hear coming from behind you, all of you, relatively quickly, what seems to be a commotion. A set of a full sprinting horse kind of going straight towards you guys from Freereach.
Any idea who's riding it?
Give me a perception check.
Oh boy. About.
You would very quickly pick up that it is a familiar figure. It's Kel. The Spectral Ranger with one arm seems to be riding towards you guys, though not necessarily at you.
Uh-huh.
Do you just let him pass by? As he tears it down the road, essentially?
I think I just kind of call out and just say, so what happened back at the city if you're running so quickly?
As he passes by, let's give him a perception check to see if he even actually hears you. Oh, that's not supposed to be private. Oops. Boom. There you go. He does. And as he passes by, you hear him yell out, "I found some new info!" And he just fucking tears it straight down the road. He's gone within moments.
I know, right?
And that warrants shouting at the city? Sure.
I suppose he got what he wanted from his questions.
Good for him.
Relatively quickly after, you watch him kind of split off from the beaten path that seems to be heading towards Tandem in the area around there and begins to head westwards.
Okay.
Did you have something to say, Artemis?
Oh no, Artemis was going to say, curious as to what's got him so worked up, I suppose.
You heard him. He found new info.
But you guys progress. The rest of the day, mainly uneventful. You guys, at around 8 or 9 p.m., begin to camp out, finding a relatively covered area with bushes and some trees nearby beside the road. Would you try and search out a different area, or just by the road is okay?
I think by the road is fine, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any issues.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I'm going to turn my phone's notifications off. But yeah, you guys make your way to the sides of the road. Less and less travelers kind of frequenting you guys. As you settle down by the road, Varus, you would actually notice this. You see that as the sun gets slowly lower across the horizon, you see that there's some weird, almost floaty material near Darcy.
Explain floaty material.
Every once in a while, kind of the angle that the light comes in seems to kind of shine off of something coming off of his body, though you're not entirely sure what it is. You do notice it, but you don't know what it is.
I will just keep an eye on him while we're setting up the camp and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case.
All right. Eventually, your camp gets settled down. You guys enjoy a little bit of a dinner. It's relatively quiet, and the woods are calm, to say the very least. At the very least, in this area. Would you guys like to take a watch before you go to bed, or something else?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take a watch.
We're all seasoned travelers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Who's taking the first watch?
That's a good question, isn't it?
Perhaps we should have the people who don't have dark vision take the first watch.
Oh, so that'd be me, I guess.
Meh. All right, sure. I don't see why not. Good luck. I suppose I'll take a second or third, whichever one someone wants to wake me up for, I suppose.
You can take the last one.
All right. So, I'd like a perception roll from the person who's taking the first watch. Also, is there anything else that you guys would like to do or not do during your rest?
Nothing in particular.
Darcy's going to try to stay awake.
Okay.
Keyword there being try.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably not going to be able to keep an eye on him when I'm asleep, but I will definitely just... It's very weird to say this, but just keep my awareness open as best as I can while I'm asleep, I guess.
Sure.
Just in case.
Okay. All right. Give me a perception check, Lyra.
All right. No one, please. I got a 2. I mean,
Not a
it's
one.
not, it's not a 1.
It is not a 1, yes.
While Darcy's trying to stay awake, he's gonna keep himself busy by painting. He got a painter's kit. He might as well try stuff out.
Okay, fair enough. Lyra, as you're kind of settling down on the side of the road, it's a little bit uncomfortable.
That did not add my proficiency. What is it using?
Also, what armor are you wearing, Lyra? Was it medium armor? Or did you have no armor?
I am unequipped.
Okay, right.
Why is it using intelligence?
Right, Barb now. Okay, yeah.
Fair.
As you're sitting there just kind of enjoying the onset of night, you can see the sun slowly descending across the horizon, the beautiful clouds reflecting the sunlight and just kind of spreading it over. Nothing too eventful happens. You see a few hurried travelers seemingly still kind of traversing the road, even though it's getting rather late. But no one that stops or no one that does anything that would incite any suspicion. But Darcy, give me a Constitution saving throw. Or, actually, no, sorry. Give me a Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay. You managed to fight off sleep relatively decently for now, keeping your hands distracted with the painter's supplies. What are you painting?
He's currently just painting. What he's doing right now is he's painting the campsite. He's trying to keep himself awake with a goal to essentially just he's facing towards the center of the camp where he can see everybody else sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
And he is painting them and whoever's awake at the time, and then also whoever's sleeping at the time. And as time goes on, he's going to add in whoever's awake at watch at the time. So that at some point at the end of the time, it'll be everybody sleeping and everybody awake as well.
Ah, I see. Well, your first set of kind of the people who are currently sleeping turns out relatively well. They look like themselves, though a little bit not as perfect as you'd like it, though it's decent. They're recognizable at the very least.
It's a first try. We'll get there.
Mm-hmm. And as your watch comes to a close at around midnight, Lyra, who do you wake up next for the next watch?
Let's see. I have the memory of a goldfish. I forgot who was taking second watch.
Anybody with dark
Whoever,
vision.
really. Yeah.
Okay. I wake up Varus.
Mm-hmm. Varus, you get a shake on your shoulder as Lyra stands over you.
Kind of just, back in, just like, back in my head, indicating it's your turn.
All right. I will get up and just start moving, walking a little bit, wake myself up, and then just kind of chill and take watch.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Give me a perception check.
Definitely still trying to keep a side eye on Darcy, just to see if I can't still see what I saw before.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo!
Oh my God.
There we go!
Now it is,
What is happening?
solidly night, and the sun has set, the darkness has set in, and your dark vision kicks in. With the dark vision, it's a little bit more difficult to make out details. It's just shades of gray, black, some bits of white. You could see the area all around you and before it fades into the darkness down the road, but nothing seems to be changing. Darcy, you see him kind of crawled up, scrunching on a little bit of a paint board he has. Or
I mean, yeah. If I don't see anything, I just stay there and keep watch.
mm-hmm.
Nothing's changed, so I'm like, oh, good, that thing I saw earlier went away.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Yep. But the darkness settles in, and Darcy, give me another wisdom saving throw. The DC has increased.
Oh,
DC
boy.
did not need to increase.
It did not need to.
Of course, it's when I get a 1. Of course it is.
Ooh. Varus, about 15 minutes into your watch, you kind of glance over at Darcy. He's not there anymore.
I'm gonna look around real quick, like 360. Stand up at
Varus,
360.
master of perception,
Give me another
suddenly in a
perception
horror
check.
game.
Yeah, right. He was there, now he's not. Son of a bitch.
Glancing over to where he was sitting previously, you see his painting supplies have been laid down. His various different kind of bags full of his tools and paraphernalia are there, though he himself, the person, is missing. You spot what appears to be gentle footsteps on the ground, but you realize that there's no way he should have been able to leave your sight without you seeing him move, but he just kind of vanished.
Yeah. I mean, I think he'll take out the bow, ready an arrow, and just kind of. I think he'll just kind of wake up. Right? Does it seem like it's going? His footsteps are going into the woods, or
Yeah,
like
it goes a little bit deeper into the woods around where you guys currently are.
Okay. Yeah, I think he'll walk over. How long into my watch have we gotten? Like 15 minutes?
Yeah, 15, 20 minutes-ish.
I think I'll walk over and just kind of like, unfortunately, wake Lyra up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's only been 50 minutes. There's no way she's got to sleep yet, right?
How do I know if I'm like asleep like a log or like
Cognizant.
It's up to you.
Oh, okay.
Do you think Lyra would have fallen asleep in less than 10 minutes, 20 minutes?
Probably not. I wasn't exhausted or anything, so no. I wake up.
Mm-hmm.
What's the commotion? What's happening?
It doesn't have to be you. Just I wanted to make sure that someone was up to watch really quickly. Darcy is gone, and I'm going to find him. I will be right back.
Oh.
If you would like to wake everyone else up to get them to join me, that's up to you. But I imagine I could be a lot more quiet without the rest of you.
Well, I don't see any cause to wake everyone up yet. I think you should first just confirm if he's really missing or not, and I'll stay watch here and await your return.
All right. I'll be back soon then. And Varus is going to head off to where the footsteps are, but he's going to, at the very least, try to make his footsteps silent so as if something took Darcy or whatever the fuck happened, does not hear him.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Sure.
From the best that you can tell, you've essentially kind of vanished. Your steps are quiet. You're stepping around. All of the dried leaves, the fallen sticks, just quiet. As you begin to kind of follow the footsteps, give me a survival check.
Oh god.
I was going
to get a perception.
I was going
investigation.
I was going to say the DC might be low, but that might jinx it.
We'll find out.
You know, that's okay.
Oh, good.
It doesn't seem like Darcy had any intention of hiding his steps, or whoever took these steps were. As you walk forward, kind of peeking into the darkness, about 40 or 50 feet away from the camp, you begin to see a figure that's just kind of standing beside one of the trees. At the edges of your dark vision, so about 100, 110 feet away from the camp.
They seem to be doing anything or just standing there?
They're just standing there.
Menacingly?
From the best that you can tell, it appears to be Darcy, and they're facing away from you.
I will just continue my silent approach and just see if I can't get at the least closer to see if they're saying anything or doing anything that I can't see from my current position.
All right. How close do you want to get?
$1 million question.
Yeah. I guess at the very least 50 feet away, just so he's actually like within my good dark vision sight. You know what I mean?
So not too far from where you currently
Not too far. Yeah, not too far, but not too close where he can run at me if he needs to.
Okay. Strangely suspicious, but sure.
Well, he got up and I should have been able to see him get up, but I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm a little bit cautious.
You're standing about...
It was either really quiet or really fast.
Mm-hmm. You're standing at about 45, 50 feet away as the figure, or you're pretty sure is Darcy, kind of turns around. Give me a perception check.
Sure. Perception. Fucking. That's a 2.
Not a 1.
Not a 1.
Not a 1. But I wish it were higher.
You're glancing towards him, and honestly, as he's walking towards you, he doesn't seem any different. He hasn't spotted you, from the best that you can tell, as he's slowly making his way back to camp. You do see him kind of pulling up the edges of his pants, though.
I'll just keep watch as he walks past.
Mm-hmm. Give me another perception check now that he's basically like within 10 feet of you as he walks past.
Sure. Maybe I'll get more than a 2 this time. I did!
Glancing at Darcy, you can see that, for all intents and purposes, it appears exactly like him. But something feels off. As he got closer, you realized that there were aspects of him that were just slightly different. His walk was a little bit more almost creaky. His way he's holding himself is significantly more confident. And there's these small silvery strings that appear to be attached to many of his limbs. You see one on the back of his hand, a few on his fingers, one on his elbow, some on his shoulders, and there's one that almost seems to be holding the head up. And kind of as he starts to walk back, you can see if you were just passively glancing at him, you would see no difference. Though currently he appears to be an entirely different thing.
Do these seem to be leading somewhere, the white threads, or no? Just into the ether kind of thing?
They seem to go up and just vanish. You can't tell if it's them leaving your sight range or if it's just disappearing at some point.
I think what Varus is going to do is keep his eyes on at least one of these strings, back up, either back up or wait until Darcy gets at least 35 feet away, and then shoot at one of the strings to see if he can sever it or not.
Mm-hmm. As he walks further and further away, you do realize that there is something on him. In his back pocket, on his pants, you see what appears to be the doll that he had shown previously.
Mm-hmm.
You know that's not where he stored it. Unless he took it out.
Uh-huh. He did say bad things have happened since he's gotten that doll, or at least dreams have happened. Yeah, Varus don't know shit about this. I think he's gonna try to shoot the doll.
You're gonna shoot the doll instead of the rope, or instead of the
This
string?
is gonna go well.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, first of all, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, lovely. Let's go. That's a 7.
Okay, roll your attack.
Oh boy. Like technically with advantage?
Oh, very much with advantage.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I think.
24. Darcy, you take 16 points of damage. As you watch your shortbow's arrow goes straight for the doll, it hits the doll on the head, but it doesn't seem to hurt it. Instead, the arrow kind of bounds off. You lose your stealth as Darcy very quickly turns around to look towards you. He's like, "What the hell, man?" As you now see a fresh kind of cut along his cheek.
Mm-hmm. Great.
What are you doing?
Real quick, I assume it's bleeding.
Oh, very much so.
God damn it.
Give me a save. Give me a save.
Here goes the vicious cycle.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh, we're fine. We're fine. We're good.
Succeed against it. As soon as you watch and just kind of witness this long streak of black almost drip down his skin, you realize, oh, shit. But you manage to fight your urge. At least for this moment.
I think I just back up a little bit more.
Yeah, he turned around to look at you and said, "What are you doing?"
Yep.
You
back up a little bit more. I just go, well, considering you have what seem to be threads leading up into the sky.
What?
I'm not too sure that's you.
Huh? What do you mean? He kind of looks around. You can see him like look around up in the sky, kind of try and move his hands through strings that you see, though his hands seem to make no contact with them.
I think I'm going to waste another arrow and try to shoot one of the strings this time.
Go for it. Give me another wisdom saving throw.
Oh, lovely.
God damn it.
I love these. These are great. 16.
You bring up your arrow, and in that brief moment, you're like, I should probably not shoot this.
Interesting. Okay. Like a kind of compulsion to not shoot it?
Mm-hmm.
I really don't like this.
What are you doing? I just went for a pee.
I think I will just quickly run back to camp. Obviously, I've got fucking 90-ish feet. More than that, I got... what is it? 35, 70.
You're about
105. I got 105 feet.
I believe you're about 30 or so feet ahead of Darcy then. So yeah. You just, in that brief moment, zoom back to camp as you run past him. He's like, wait, what are you doing? What? Huh?
Yep, absolutely. 105 feet just towards camp.
Yep. As you run straight back, you do hear him kind of walking after you. Not running. Doesn't seem to be in a hurry.
Yeah, and I'm just going to try to obviously get to Lyra.
All right. Lyra, you're awake, right?
Yes, I am.
Give me a perception check. You probably heard some of this. When Varus started sprinting back and you heard Darcy call out after him, you began to hear this kind of commotion coming in from the direction that Varus had disappeared to initially.
Okay, I unsheath my longsword and I kind of head towards the direction.
All right. You have no dark vision, right?
No.
Okay. As you're kind of slowly walking through the dark, you're not really able to see much until Varus basically pops up right in front of you. Yeah, he's about 5-6 feet away from you before you spot him.
Well, what's happened? What? Did you run into something? Did you find him?
Let's just say we've got a problem. He's got some kind of weird thread on his limbs.
No, I don't. I need both of you to give me wisdom saving throws.
Hey, let's go!
All right. In that moment, you hear that voice. It seems to carry some sort of power within it. Darcy, what's your wisdom saving throw? Or, sorry, what's your spell saving throw?
My spell save is 14.
Okay.
It's kind of abysmal.
But whatever compulsion seems to have tried to overtake your senses doesn't take. At least not in that moment.
I don't think it's him.
Oh, come on. You know it's me. Why would you think it's not me? As he
So
now
you're
kind
just
of appears within 10 feet of both of you from behind.
He's gonna start casting magic on us then.
Do I see the tentacles or anything on him?
Give me as he enters your view, give me a perception check. There's no tentacles. It is like
red.
Yeah, threads. Like the
puppeteer threads.
Like puppeteering threads.
Yeah.
What do you think tentacles?
16. You do see some semblance of them kind of coming off of his hands and arms as your eyes are slowly adjusting to the darkness. You see bits of reflections of tiny bits of light on these almost basically invisible threads that seem to be running off of his limbs. There are what appears to be hundreds of them. Some of them disappearing into the light, some of them reappearing in places. It almost seems like they're alive. And Varus, you would also see this.
I kind of just look him up and down.
Come on. Why are you guys being so weird? This is kind of creeping me out, actually.
There's nothing to worry about if you just give us a moment to kind of there might be something on your body, maybe some bugs or something, but
he looks down and starts kind of scratching himself in various different places, looking it up. Oh, I bet it's that paint is
don't worry, we can take care of it if you just lie down on the ground.
Give me a deception check. All right. He looks towards you and says, "How about you lie down on the ground? I need both of you to give me wisdom saves."
Son of a bitch.
That's better. As both of you drop to your knees and just kind of plant your faces into the ground as much as possible. And in that moment, you hear Darcy kind of slowly walk up to beside the two of you. The compulsion doesn't go away after 6 seconds. As he kneels between the two of you and kind of says,
"Do we get a chance to save again after 6 seconds?"
You do. Give me another save.
Oh my god.
14? 8?
Oh god.
Both of you are still under the influence.
Son of a bitch!
As they kneel, whoever it is looks down at both of you and said, "Well, looks like your two souls will be the first ones I take." Darcy, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Ah, fuck me.
Huh?
Wait, I'm giving the wisdom.
No, yeah, Darcy, not Lyra.
I
was like, huh?
Son of a bitch.
Okay. Give me a second. I need to pull up.
I like to imagine that during all of this is Artemis is having this little video about this, and this is what Artemis is seeing in his dream. Only instead of like the two guys dancing, it's him, Darcy, and Varus.
Oh, actually, Artemis, you would have gotten your senses by now, right? Not actively, but sorry, you have to use it actively, right? But
which sense?
Divine
the paladin one, divine sense.
Yes, I have to activate it myself, and I am currently asleep and vividly seeing that video. I just
oh, Jesus. Roll me a D100.
Whom?
You.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Slash roll 1D100.
Oh.
Okay. You hear. Well, let's rewind time about 15 seconds or so. Artemis.
That'd be great.
Not for you guys, for Artemis.
No, I know, but that'd be great.
Within your mind, you hear something. You hear something's here. And it wakes you.
Yeah, I assume like it's almost like I have like a surreal moment in my dreams where I hear that, I blink, and then suddenly my eyes just shoot open.
Mm-hmm. A
As,
hard
I'll-
cut from the back rooms to
Yeah, literally like right as the video cuts, I sleep, I wake. As I'll kind of open my eyes as I kind of hear the whispering, as I'll very slowly and gently sit up, as I assume that we have like our own little tents or whatever.
Yep. You could have been sleeping in your own tents, just in your sleeping bags, whatever. As you kind of gently sit up.
I had a bedroll.
Yeah. As soon as you
Tents are heavy.
That is also true. As soon as you kind of sit up, you look down and you realize both of your swords are already summoned.
I'll gently reach down and grab the two of them and almost use one to kind of push the like drape of my tent open, just to kind of, because I assume that I probably hear like the latter half of this whole exchange kind of going on,
Mm-hmm.
at least vaguely. So I'll kind of push that open, kind of look in, and before I actually act, I will go ahead and use my new divine sense to kind of blink a couple times, and then well, see what my enhanced vision
Would you mind just
sees.
popping it into chat?
Sure, it should go in there. Fiend, celestial, or undead within 60 feet of you. I can basically tell, and
Okay.
I don't think I get a identity or like a subtype of it. I just know if it's a celestial, fiend, or undead.
Yep. You very quickly, as you kind of open your senses to not just the physical, you realize that there is a mighty strong stink coming from something outside. And in that brief moment, it almost overwhelms you. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Alright. Con save. It's the same thing regardless, so.
You keep whatever dinner you did have down.
Is
But
it celestial,
barely.
fiend, or undead?
Yeah, I was about to ask, would I be able to tell which it is?
You can, and it seems to be some sort of celestial. As you step out,
Interesting.
both of your swords in your hands, you see Darcy, his right hand kind of up, and as soon as you kind of look towards it, you see what appears to be kind of almost these strings that wrap around his hand as you watch him go to plunge into Lyra's back. Do you do anything?
Okay. Yeah, let me look at my spells and see if I have anything interesting here. Okay. I don't really have much. How far away are they from me, would you say?
About 20 feet, because they're just
Okay.
outside of the camp.
As it's like raising the blade to kind of plunge down into...
No blade. It's just,
Oh, no.
it looks like their hand, and you see these kind of strings wrap around it to form some sort of like solid, prototype like that, but
Oh God!
but with an arm
I-
made of just these thin fibers.
I hate that, but I love it.
Mildly concerned that I sense that as a celestial, but regardless, no time to think in that moment. I will simply, almost just reactively, misty step right in front of whoever it, or right on top of whoever it's about to like kind of swing down at,
Mhm.
and almost just hold my blades out in the defensive whilst screaming out as loud as I can to awake the
The rest of
remaining
the party.
members around the camp.
All right, fair enough. As this happens, you see them swing down in that brief moment, vanish from where you're standing, and reappear right beside Lyra as you swing your swords straight down towards this strange, almost silvery kind of thing. It hits it, and it just deflects. You can hear this almost metallic ring against your two swords. You know your swords are metallic. They're made of iron, steel, or whatever. But this thing it looks like it was made of string, though it hits just as hard as iron.
Yeah. Real quick, is it like, does it have its back to me before I teleport, or is it more like kind of looking off to the side or something?
It's looking towards the camp.
Gotcha. Okay,
So
so
if you
that's actually
wanted-
better then.
Yeah, if you wanted to appear behind it or in front of it, it's up to you.
Sure. I was gonna basically say, like, for Misty Step, the way Artemis kind of does Misty Step is he throws his more magic blade, and then as it gets to like adjacent to the person, he just kind of appears behind it, or like grabs it, basically appears right where the blade is, grabbing a hold of it, and then swinging down the almost intercept it.
I see, very Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, and you reappear, and as soon as your hand makes or your swords make contact with the string, it rebounds, and you hear the blow that was going for Lyra's neck bound off against you, and it looks towards you. I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Sure.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh, I did shout as I
You did shout.
landed, so
Which means
But
that
I heard
Vestelle
Did I
woke
hear?
up,
great.
and Vaerun woke up.
And before one of them is an incredibly heavy sleeper.
Vaerun is an incredibly heavy sleeper and will not participate in this.
Man, I wonder why.
You could drive a truck through that boy's room and he
Oh,
wouldn't budge.
I wonder why. Okay. All right. Give me a moment. I need to prepare something.
Oh, do you now?
Yep.
Fun.
Oh, Darcy.
Yes.
Here's a few changes. You can add 150 temporary hit points.
Oh, fun. Wait, do I remove the 16 I lost before from that?
Yes, you would.
And how much was it? 150 you said?
150. Oh, you put that under temp, not the other one.
Oh, I see. Either. Yeah, fucking hell. What the fuck?
Oh my god. You're giving yourself 350 HP?
I don't know what's happening.
he's starting to believe.
Robert's trying to cheat.
There we go.
Your spell attack mod becomes a plus 12.
Oh.
Your spell save DC becomes a 20. And you gain
I'm sorry.
a melee weapon.
Cool. So spell attack bonus. Jesus fuck.
You also
Spell
gain
DC.
access to 3 higher level spells of your choice up to level 6.
Okay, this is a bit to spring on me. Will spell DC bonus.
Alright. It's time to kill Robert's character.
I don't know if we can.
It's fine, we just gotta get past the temp HP. We'll be fine. I've already taken out 16 of the 150.
Did that work? Yes, it did. Okay. And what melee weapon do I get?
It is a plus 12 to hit.
Okay.
It does 2d6 slashing damage, plus your charisma modifier, whatever that might be.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no, sorry. It would be plus your charisma modifier, which is, I believe, a plus 4, and then there's another plus 4 on top of it.
Oh.
So it's a plus 8.
2d6 plus 8, I see.
Yep. Vaerun is not here,
Yeah.
but you guys should be able to see this scene.
Yeah, it's loading, it says.
Oh, there we go.
Oh no. I love no dark vision.
Lyra, you and Varus are currently prone, and what is it called? Where is it? There's prone. And currently following the command for staying prone until you make a save at the end of your turn.
Cool.
But
I'm currently making that weapon.
mm-hmm. Oh, I need to not include Vaerun in this comment. Let's get it started.
Oh boy.
I'd like all of you to roll me initiative, please.
Oh, baby, it's only 24. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's go!
Rolls a 7, gets a 17. I love it.
Jesus! At the very top of the round, Artemis, you are the first to act, being the first one to have come in to deflect this weapon that Darcy had attempted to use against Lyra. Oh, actually, sorry, you wouldn't be on that side. You would be on this side. It wouldn't make too much of a difference, but yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Currently, for the rules of flanking, specifically Varus and Lyra are not threatening.
Yes, because they're prone and like technically incapacitated, or at least not able to do anything really.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Jake, this
So
is the test.
Looks like
since
it's working.
I kind of just
Slashing damage.
appeared
Yes.
here, I will go ahead and, as a bonus action, just mark whatever this is, like specifically attempting to target the celestial-esque being with Hexblade Curse.
Mm-hmm. And as soon as you try and target this bundle of strings that have appeared above him and are kind of almost getting in the way, you feel the entire Hexblade's curse just kind of shifting and immediately being returned to Darcy.
Ah, well, you know, shame. As I'll just
Shame.
swing at him. Let me see which one's which here.
Go for it.
As if I could, it'd be nice if it told me just by hovering. That would be grand. It's not this one. Methinks it's this one. Yes. All right. So I will swing me blade at him using my main action.
Mm-hmm. A 13? I don't believe hits.
Nope, my AC is 16.
Okay.
Artemis, as you swing your blade forward, you see that rather than the normal Darcy that kind of would be there to block his attack with his just natural movement, you see these strings almost kind of get in the way and tangle up with your blades before you have to rip it out of these strings.
All right, yeah, and I'll kind of rip it back as I can't really make another attack, so I'll just kind of look to him and just say, again, more aimed at the being that is controlling him, and just say, what are you? And that'll be my turn.
You look towards it and you see Darcy, not nervous, but smiling. Varus, it's your turn.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And it's the end of your turn. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Cool. I can't do anything at all. Good to know. That's a failure.
That is unfortunate.
Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna pass.
That is the end of your turn.
What do we need to get to break free?
Vestelle.
A
It
20.
is a 20.
Oh.
I don't think the combat trackers.
Yeah, Artemis has got to end his turn. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Okay, so waking up, I see two people on the ground, and do I see this thing that is controlling Darcy?
You are also prone. As soon as
Oh.
your eyes kind of open, you kind of sit up slightly, and you see Artemis currently swinging at Darcy, and you see this mass of just almost thin strings or piano wire or something that are just almost surrounding Darcy and kind of going upwards slightly. It's horrifying to look at, but somehow strangely beautiful.
Okay. Well, that's not normal, so I'm assuming that Darcy is probably the one that's I'm supposed to be targeting. I'm gonna try to use my what is it called? Curse of Binding on him and see what happens.
Oh, go for it.
Won't do anything. Oh, hold on. Oh, I have to use. Oh no, he has to make a.
A
Darcy,
strength saving throw.
give me a strength saving throw.
Are you amplifying it or keeping it? No, never mind.
Yeah,
I believe that actually
It don't matter.
succeeds, right?
With a
That
-1, how?
DC 12, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
As soon as you kind of put this blood curse upon Darcy, for that brief moment as you're watching him, you could see the edge of his one of his eyeballs begins to leak this blood, you're pretty sure. And in that moment he turns towards you. You realize your blood curse did not take. Though glancing back
eyes-
towards it. Varus!
Yeah.
I need a saving throw.
Yeah. Oh, we're
You
good.
succeeded.
We'll be fine.
Cool. Okay.
Just on the side
Well,
note,
that didn't.
because you are still prone, it takes half of your movement to stand up if you wanted to. Or you could stay seated. It's up to you.
Oh, me?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
because you were sleeping, unless you were sleeping standing up.
Yeah, no, probably not. Yeah, okay. I'll get up, but I'm not gonna move any closer. I'm just gonna take out my heavy crossbow and try to shoot Darcy, but maybe like in the legs, if I can do that.
Sure.
Not gonna aim for any vitals or anything.
19. Darcy, as your reaction, you cast shield.
Oh,
Hmm.
I didn't know I had that spell.
Son of a bitch.
You don't.
Hmm.
As you
Does
look
it take one of
towards,
my slots?
it does take up a slot.
Fuck.
As you look up towards Darcy, in that brief moment, you see that whatever happened, these strings almost wrap around his entire body, and this crossbow bolt lands amidst the strings, but doesn't do any damage, as it's just gripped there, and you almost see it getting thrown back at you, and it just lands on the ground in front of you.
Okay. I am not gonna get any closer to that. So I guess I'm done.
Fair enough. Lyra, give me a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn. Oh, he succeeds!
Damn.
Let's go! Lyra,
Let's go.
as you fight for your own control, for your own body back, at the very end of your turn, you struggle against it, and your mind is freed from whatever is forcing you to do this. You are still prone, but you are no longer within its control, and you are immune to the mind control for the next 24 hours.
Okay.
That, however,
How do I
is the end of your
turn?
turn. Darcy.
God, I wish I was an elf.
Right. So, I cast Far Step.
Oh.
And now I teleport up to 60 feet, and as a bonus action on each of my turns, I can teleport another 60 feet.
Hey,
Oh,
hey there.
The rest of you watch his arms kind of swirl around, and this massive strings wrap around his entire body before it all just kind of dissipates. And
is that a concentration spell?
Yes.
and
It is.
reappears
So just command up.
with Darcy. No.
He's concentrating on two different spells.
Not him.
I'm
Son
not
of a
concentrating on the first
bitch.
one.
Darcy's concentrating on one spell. As Darcy reappears beside Vestelle.
You could be troublesome.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay.
I believe that hits Vestelle. Also, because it's a
Yeah.
melee attack, it does have advantage.
Oh, does
She's
it?
not prone.
Oh, she's not prone. You're right. She
Yeah,
stood
no,
up.
she
She stood
stood
up.
up.
That's my bad. 25. Yeah.
Yep. That would hit.
Vestelle, you take 19 points of slashing damage as Darcy reappears behind you. As you nervously look over your shoulder, you see this mass of strings cut across your entire back, and you feel almost thousands of little knives rake against your shoulder and back. That is, however, I believe, the end of your turn, Darcy.
Yep.
Artemis.
Alright, well.
Oh.
He just walked out of range, methinks. So I will run up here. And as I get there, I'll kind of look at him and let's see. I'll just go ahead and cast mirror image on myself.
Mm-hmm.
And basically cause 3 little illusionary duplicates of myself to kind of surround me and all kind of assume various combat positions as he's just outside of my range, and that'll be it for I.
Mm-hmm. That is the end of your turn. Varus, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, I guess you do. Huh? Yeah, that's what I figured. Oosh.
All right. Vestelle, it's your turn.
By the way, Andy, you gotta make sure you click end turn at the bottom.
I mean, I don't.
Well, I'm gonna hope that his shield isn't there again and try to hit him with my halberd.
Go for it. 12, I believe, misses.
Okay. I'll use my my feet. Hit him with the other side.
Go for it. 24 definitely hits.
Does it actually hit though?
It does.
Okay.
As you swing your halberd the first time, it gets caught up in the strings, but you pull it out, and your second swing, I believe it's only a D4 for damage, right?
It
Yeah.
is. Can I use my Crimson Right as well?
Oh, sure. Which Crimson Right?
Flame.
I believe you have to activate it before you make the attack.
Or okay.
Yeah. No, I'll let you do it this time. But for the future,
Okay.
you shouldn't do it before.
That's okay. I don't have to do it now.
You should also re-roll me the damage for your the
Yes.
butt end of the halberd. 1 + 4. So Darcy, you take 5 points of damage. As Vestelle, this time you bring around the end of your weapon, narrowly actually managing to hit. As you strike, you see the hit just blow against Darcy's forehead. In that moment, he kind of goes back a little bit. And Darcy, give me a wisdom saving throw. Oh, okay. For a brief moment, Darcy, you were having a relatively nice dream. And then you realize, oh shit, I'm dreaming.
Oh, no. Problems.
As soon as your eyes open, you look around at this entire event. Give me another wisdom saving throw. Before you fall right back asleep.
There's probably a brief look of panic, and then the calm reasserts itself.
Yep, Vestelle, for a brief moment, as soon as you hit him on the forehead, there's this kind of flicker of emotion that goes from the strong, confident smile that Darcy doesn't usually have into the same panicked expression that you are actually used to seeing on him. Before it's gone.
Does someone have to make a con save for concentration?
Oh, yes!
Yeah, just a second.
Me too.
Cool. Love it. Love to hear it. DC 10. Oh,
Okay.
far step is gone.
Far step is gone. However, you're still on the ground.
Yeah, I figured.
But Vestelle, I believe that is the end of your turn, unless you wish to move.
That would mean an opportunity attack, huh?
Only if you're moving out of his range.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I am.
All right. Sounds good. Lyra,
So,
you glancing around, you don't know where Darcy went.
so I have a bunch of questions. So, how dense is this forest?
It's not incredibly dense, but the area where you guys are is a bit of a clearing, so you can kind of see a little bit, but due to just kind of the erratic nature and how kind of adrenaline pumped you are, it's difficult to see exactly where Darcy went.
But I can swing a great axe easily here, right?
Oh, very easily. You heard Vestelle's voice coming from somewhere to your southeast,
Southeast, okay.
so you know Vestelle and Darcy presumably are probably somewhere in that area.
Okay. Another question: if I imbue a weapon with fire, does it glow?
Yes,
fire?
it does. Oh, wait, Vestelle, you imbued your weapon, right?
Did we count that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Means I also have to take some damage.
Right. Oh, wait, sorry. Doesn't it take your bonus action to imbue your weapon?
Me?
No, Vestelle.
No, for Crimson
blood
Right,
ray?
which I thought it was, but I haven't looked at it for a while, so I wasn't sure if they changed that.
Can you just pop it into chat so I know? As a bonus action, you can activate any right. So you wouldn't have been able to do that. So
No.
it was either the attack or the Crimson Right. Okay, good to know.
Okay, I would like to use my gift to imbue my great axe with fire.
Certainly.
And will that increase my vision range?
It does. As the rest of you kind of look about, Lyra, for a brief moment, her eyes go from the sparkling gray or sparkling gold of the gray almost to a disgusting yellow. It's a shift. It's not much of a shift, but Varus, you definitely notice it. And the pupils go from the normal human ones to elongated, almost lizard-like. And in that brief moment, you see her axe just light up with flame. And let me give
Varus
you
is
some light.
concerned, but also struggling on the ground. So he's just like, God damn it.
Boom, there you go. As a brief area around you does light up.
By the way, before I did that, I stood up. Does that take half my movement?
Yes, it does take you out of your movement.
Okay.
So
yeah,
I believe
I am standing up.
Yep. And you can right-click your token. If you go to the right side, there should be an assign status effect things. If you click that, you can turn off prone.
I can't right click my.
You can't right-click your token?
No.
Are you on the select token thing instead of the measure? You might be on measure.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
Yeah, I already turned it off for you. So
Okay.
But just in case, you guys can assign various different types of status effect to yourself on doing that. So you can keep track of things. Very cool. But Lyra, you've stood up. You still cannot see them because the fire, though it is there, it is very dim.
Okay. Well, I not use the bonus action,
You can,
and okay, I will move towards the direction where I heard Vestelle's voice, southeast, right?
yep, somewhere around here.
And then 15 feet. Can I move diagonally like this or no?
Yes. So it takes into account the measurements already. So every second square you move is 10 feet. So it's 5 feet, 10 feet, 5 feet, 10 feet for diagonal movement.
Okay. Wait, why do I see the after image of my toe?
Because that tells you where you were previously, so that if you wanted to undo your move, you could.
Okay, so how do I confirm my move?
Oh, you just stay there. You can press end or end turn, and that'll just be it. Because it's all kind of, not super automated. It's not a video game. I'm doing a lot of stuff manually.
Okay, sounds good. I kind of just start running after getting up. Start running southeast.
Yeah. I believe that was your bonus action. You still have your action. Is there anything that you like to do?
There is absolutely. Wait a minute. I assume I can't use my rage as an action. It's only a bonus action.
You can. So a bonus action can be upscaled to an action, but an action cannot be downscaled to a bonus action.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I go into rage as well.
All right. Just make sure you pop that into chat. Also including your feature when you put that on.
Okay.
Your gift.
I see.
This is just kind of for your tracking purposes. So the rage you see on the uses, it's 2 out of 3 now instead of 3 out of 3.
Yes. Oh,
It makes it so you're aware. You can also change the Gift of the Chromatic Dragon so that it's an active ability. That'll make it a little easier to track. But as you do this, the rest of you see this great axe that is lit up with flame, kind of making its way towards Vestelle, Artemis, and Darcy. But Lyra, I believe that is the end of your turn.
Oh yes. Also, I just want to clarify. When I go into rage, it's not like Unga Bunga, I am Madge. It's kind of more like a sort of silent but like murderous intent to kill.
Artemis and Vestelle, as the two of you are kind of glancing over towards Lyra, the expression or whatever kind of emotion she seems to have displayed before just vanished from her face. Her face is currently a completely still, almost mask, as you see these two lizard-like eyes glaring at Darcy.
I look at Darcy and just say, "You done fucked up now, Aaron."
That's the end of my turn.
Darcy, it's now your turn.
Right. I have no spell slots anymore.
Are you sure about that?
Because How many spell slots do I have, Jake?
You don't know, but you can still feel the magic at your hands.
Okay. That's not good for any of you. I'm sorry. I'm going to cast Scatter.
Okay.
Wait a
What
minute,
does
you
that
can't do this.
I don't know what that does.
It's
Scatter. I target up to 5 creatures within my view and teleport them 120 feet somewhere else.
Oh. Okay.
I feel like this is the terrifyingly pragmatic approach that this being would take.
Sure. Pop Scatter into chat, and then the rest of you, roll me some saves.
Yep, it's a wisdom saving throw.
Another wisdom save. Alright.
20.
Varus, you fail. Vestelle, you fail.
Is Varus still down?
He is.
Yes.
Lyra, you succeed.
all right.
Then Varus does not. Then Varus does not move.
Oh, great.
Okay, Varus does not move.
Wisdom save.
Artemis, you fail. Vaerun is not here. Do you target him anyways?
He's somehow sleeping through all this, so no.
Okay. So, where are you sending all of them? I'm gonna say keep them within the bounds of the map, just to make it easier.
Yeah.
Actually, you wouldn't be able to send them very far because you can only see so far. And it specifically says that you send the affected target to an unoccupied space that you can see within 120 feet of you. So it has to be within your dark vision range.
Or dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
And Artemis will get the same treatment this way.
All right, Artemis, you get... As soon as you kind of take a step forward, Darcy kind of glares towards you, and you see a wave of magic pulse out from the strings as each one almost takes hold of your shoulder and just flings you in a direction. As you find yourself back up, you see yourself standing here.
Using range is cheap.
Vestelle got moved as well.
All right. Where is she going?
This direction.
Boom. And as you glare towards Lyra, she resists it. Terrifying as it is. That is your action, Darcy.
Interesting. Do I have a bonus action? What's the limits on spell casting with a bonus action? If I've already cast a spell.
It has to be a spell that is a third of the level, and it has to be a bonus action spell.
Yeah, Far Step's the 5th level spell, so I can't cast that.
Yeah, nope.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, that is the end of your turn. Artemis, you find yourself at the edge of this small kind of how do I even call it? It's not a cliff. It's like a drop off.
Ledge.
A ledge, that's the one. You find yourself at the edge of this ledge. You could climb up over it. It would take like 10 feet of movement to get to the top, but
That's fine. I'll probably just go ahead and do that. Then I'll climb up. So this would be like what, 20 feet then?
yep.
And then I'll move another 10 feet to get there. Let me move. All right, there we go.
Also, if you're on the select option, you can hold control and click your token, and then you can set a path.
Very epic. All right, so yeah, that would be 30 then, and then I will go ahead and action to. Actually, I have 5 extra feet, so I would get right here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll go ahead and use my action
Oh,
to
sorry.
charge.
Ooh, okay.
Get right here.
As you sprint towards Darcy.
Yeah, I'll actually slide behind them, seeing that Lyra is like,
Menacingly
upsetting.
walking towards him.
yep, and is like walking to him. So I will like kind of set her up, kind of blocking Darcy's immediate escape path, and almost just like kind of standing there with blades out to kind of block him, and that will be it for me. As I don't think I can do anything as a bonus
All right.
action. Yeah, no. In order to make my bonus action attack, I have to actually take the attack action. So sad days.
Yep.
That'll be it.
Varus.
Let's
He
go!
makes it! Let's go! Vestelle, it's your turn.
Yep.
Can Darcy see me right now?
As of currently, he can, yes.
Can I, if I run down, like, how do I ping?
Hold left click.
Not working. If I run here, is that out of his view?
It would be
Like
just
down.
out of his view, yes.
Okay, I'll dash down here then.
Make sure that your movement goes around the ledge, because you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
So something like this. How far do you have to
What
move?
do you mean? What do
60?
you mean she wouldn't be able to?
35, and then so here. Then I can move here.
What do you mean she wouldn't be able to, Jake? She's got
Okay,
a climbing speed.
you know what I meant. Like if you wanted to climb up, you could, but yeah, you make your way around. You are now out of line of sight of Darcy.
Okay, I don't think I can do much else. So
All right, that is the
I'm
end of
gonna
your
stay
turn. Lyra,
Okay,
you
let
see
me
Darcy.
measure. Okay. Can I move up to him?
Mhm.
Oops. This is funny. I believe I had advantage, right?
You have advantage for flanking. So flanking means you are on the direct opposite side of an ally. So it's a sandwich. There's an enemy in the middle, and you have advantage.
Murder sandwich.
Mm-hmm. It is shift
Also-
to roll with advantage.
I'm also going to use my bonus action to go into frenzy.
Ooh, okay.
Oh man.
Berserker barb.
Okay, and, I'm just going to go take a swing.
You could have chosen your frenzy at the beginning when you raged last turn. Would you like to have done that?
I thought, no, I used my, to imbue my weapon, that's a bonus action, and I used to go into rage, I used my action.
Yes, but when you enter your rage, you can choose to go into a normal rage or a frenzied rage.
Oh, okay. Yes, then I would like to have already been in that.
Okay, then you wouldn't need to use your bonus action to do that. You would just be in a
Okay,
frenzied rage.
yeah, I'll remember that for next time. But,
Right. What's the difference between Lyra in her frenzied rage form versus her normal rage?
well, this time she's like, well, the normal rage is like silent, murderous intent. If anything, you would not really like see too much emotion, but in the frenzied state, you do see like some emotion. So like a little bit like more like louder, like noises when you swing, and just a bit more emotional behind each strike.
Yeah, you see that Lyra's brow has furrowed a bit, and there's like a tiny bit of a scowl on her face now.
Yes.
Artemis just like backs up ever so slightly. Like,
I'm gonna roll.
Give me. You have advantage
With a
on
long
this.
handle, I'd rather not be
16.
in it.
All right. As you swing with the great axe, you bring it forward to try and strike Darcy in the chest, and Darcy, you cast shield again.
Son of a bitch.
I don't know how many spells left I have, guys. I'm sorry.
Well, let me tell you right now, you have one more.
Okay.
Does the fire damage is a separate instance of damage, or is that included with that attack?
It is included with the attack. So when the great axe makes a strike, when it hits, it includes the fire damage.
Okay.
But for now, unfortunately, your first great axe attack missed. You still have a bonus action of which you can make one more attack with.
Hooray for frenzied.
I will go into that again.
Go for it. Ooh, that is
Oh my
unfortunate.
god.
But it's you swing once. The first time you see Darcy kind of look towards you, his hand extend out, and this wave of strings just come forth, striking your axe, preventing it from actually hitting him. And this time you swing again, and this time Darcy just takes a step back, and it just misses him completely. And the smile, the confidence seems to grow within whatever creature is possessing Darcy.
It's into my turn.
Darcy, it's your turn.
This is growing wearisome. I cast Far Step again.
Okay.
I fucking hate you.
Lyra and
No,
Artemis,
it's gonna
once
be
again,
two.
you watch as Darcy's body is enveloped in this string, and as you try and strike out towards it, there is only empty air as he reappears over the currently still prone body of Varus.
Now then, little sneak thief. Sleep.
20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
I believe that hits, yep. So, as you are currently on the ground, Varus, you try and roll out of the attack, but as it swings, it strikes straight against you, and you feel these almost millions of tiny little knives cut against you. And it hurts like a bitch. You take 14 points of slashing damage.
So I do.
Is that the end of your turn, Darcy?
Yep.
All right.
Action, bonus action.
Darcy. Artemis, it's your turn.
I will, using all my movement, run right up next to Varus.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of sliding right there, and then I'll just go ahead and make 2 attacks on him.
Go for it.
Let's see. I don't have advantage, but they are technically the curse variant, so here's the curse.
Darcy is currently cursed still. 23, that definitely hits.
And then here's my second.
11 does not.
I don't think that misses. Here, yeah. So 9, I would roll 1 damage. Smile.
Yeah. As you kind of sprint past Lyra, kind of just moving past her, you swing once, the first one striking with such swiftness that it does actually make it through the various different things. And in that moment, it's a wisdom save, not a con save. Oh, sorry.
No, that was
It's a
for
con save for Far Step.
Yes. But I do also need a wisdom save. Sorry.
Yep.
5.
As I'll just hit him and I'll just kind of shout like, wake up.
Darcy remains asleep. And oh wait, there's no concentration for that anymore. Never mind. Okay. Artemis, you swing and you see that the first hit makes contact, but the second one unfortunately gets blocked by the strings. Is that the end of your turn?
Let me check one thing. Yeah, no, that'll be it.
All right. Varus, it's your turn. You are currently prone on the ground.
I fucking stand up.
You stand up. Let's go. No longer prone.
And question: the ironwood, right? Ironwood rapier. That's what it was. Same functionality, piercing, 1d8, all that shit as the normal rapier, right?
Yep.
It just holds poisons and shit better.
Yep.
Cool. I take that fucking thing out, and I'm like, all right, let's fucking go. And I move over here. Well, actually, before, are you? You are. Before that, I yell back at Lyra with my bonus action. I go, all right, I fucking hate this thing. Hit him in the leg. I'll give you advantage on your first strike. Bonus action, help action. And then I will move up here, and I will take an advantage strike with the ironwood rapier.
Go for it.
And fucking hope I hit.
Fingers crossed. 24
Yes.
for 8 points
Oh,
of
it didn't
piercing.
do. Oh, I didn't add the sneak attack
Oh.
because it's a new weapon.
Yeah. that's
Yeah,
okay.
hold on. 2d6.
You can actually add the sneak attack, I believe, as an effect.
Well, that's what I did with the other one, but I forgot to do it with this one.
Oh, no.
Like
I
I
meant
can't.
on your sheet there should be an effect tab.
Oh,
And under there,
it's not there.
No.
Well, it is now
you'll-
because you've added it.
You'll have to add it yourself, but
Well, I couldn't figure out how to do that earlier, so I was just like, oh, fuck it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah, I just added it to my weapon is what I did.
Yeah.
So
You can just roll the sneak attack for 10.
Let's go.
All right, 18 points of piercing damage. As you take 18 points of piercing damage, Darcy.
Yep.
Okay, give me a wisdom saving throw.
First up.
Okay. Darcy remains unperturbed. Though the iron rapier definitely struck true.
I guess here's so it hit him, so he's bleeding, correct?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
cool.
no, he wouldn't be.
Oh,
No, he
well,
wouldn't
it's
be.
fine. I succeeded anyway.
Yeah. No. The only time he bled was when he had a cut across his cheek.
Good to know. So he hasn't been bleeding at all since then.
Nope. You've seen these attacks hit, but he hasn't bled out of any of them.
Good to know.
All right, Varus, is that the end of your turn?
That's it.
All right, Vestelle.
Cool. How high is this little cliff?
About 15 feet.
Okay, so if I wanted to get up to the top, how much movement would that take from
15
where I
feet.
am?
You have a
15
climb
feet.
speed.
You have a climb speed.
Yeah, okay. I just wasn't sure if it was like right if I had to like walk up to it or something.
Anyone that doesn't have a climb speed is it's extra movement
It's-
unless
yeah,
you have
it's
the
double.
athletic feat.
Yeah, okay. I just wasn't sure if it was like right beside it or not. So I could move here?
Yep, and that'd be about 15 feet of movement.
Okay. Well, I was intending to go around and try to, maybe tackle him or something, but he's not even there anymore.
As you look around, yeah, he is no longer there. You find him between Varus and Artemis on the other side.
Okay, I'm gonna probably go up to here too, and then I'll just hope that hitting him with the crossbow works again.
Go for it.
No. Does not.
That is unfortunate. As you bring up the crossbow and you shoot, you see that the crossbow just kind of flies off into the darkness.
Okay.
I know you meant the bolt, but you just said like the
Oh,
crossbow.
sorry.
Was like,
The
I
bolt.
can imagine the trigger pull.
You just fucking
backfires and it
throw-
just goes sailing off into the night.
You just throw it and it just free.
I think I used up most of my movement, so actually I think that was my movement. So what's it? No, okay, I'll just over there. I guess that's it.
All right, that is the end of your turn. Lyra,
I
you're pretty
do not
confident you know where he went. As you saw, Artemis literally run straight past you.
Okay. 20 feet. 10 feet. Is this flanking?
This is not flanking, but you have advantage from Varus giving you the help action.
Yeah, just on the first one though.
Okay.
You can also recklessly attack if you so wish. This would give you advantage on all of your hits, but it would also give enemies advantage to hit you.
Okay. Well, I will. Okay, I will use the normal attack. This first one has advantage. Is that hit?
I believe an 18 does hit, yes. For 5 points
I
of
think-
slashing.
I think I also roll for the fire damage 1d4.
Go for
Yeah.
it. Nice. 7 points of damage. Darcy, give me a wisdom saving throw. I believe Farstep is still with you, right?
Yeah,
He's gonna roll for that now too. Damn it.
Farstep stays. All
I
right.
love Farstep. It's so much fun.
Lyra,
It's so irritating.
you do have another attack.
Does this apply?
Ooh.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So you do reduce his movement by 10 feet.
Okay.
Is this a feat?
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh, I did not know this feat existed.
it was introduced in Tasha's.
Ah.
With the piercer and crusher and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I will swing again, but without advantage.
Yep.
17. I
Yeah.
believe also hits.
Much better.
And I roll for fire damage.
Oh my god, 14 points of damage. Yeah, go for it. 15 points of damage. That is adding your rage damage, right?
Oh wait, no. I forgot to add that as +2 as well on
So
top
that's
of
plus 4.
All right.
Yep, because it's only it should be, so this first hit should have been how much? 9?
Jesus, wow, this Farstep is holding.
They do not want you to wake up, apparently. The dice gods. Damn.
No.
Lyra, I believe that is the end of your turn.
That is the end of my turn.
Darcy, what are you up to? You still have Farstep up.
Farstep.
Yeah, I figured.
The rest of you watch as he disappears once again, taken by the strings. As Vestelle, you find him, standing over you again.
Oh,
Another 19 damage? Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
I'm not trying to kill you, Emily. I'm sorry.
Okay. It doesn't seem like that, but okay.
This time the rest of you watch as Darcy swings and just cleaves a large batch off of Vestelle's armor on her back.
I'm still up.
She is still up, but she looks like she's hurting bad. Darcy, that is your action.
Yep, and my bonus
And your
action.
bonus action. No movement?
Not much point.
Fair enough. Artemis.
Let's see. Any attack roll. Okay, I will move 35 just to get here. Yep, right there. And then I will go ahead and use my action to just throw a Eldritch Blast at Darcy.
Go for it.
Which
Still-
this is supposed to
Ooh,
crit on a
yes.
19 or 20. So if it rolls a 19, I'll have to roll the extra
I
damage.
thought it
just
was
'cause
just
we're-
as your weapon.
Nope, it's any attack that I make against that creature.
Oh.
She
Oh, I
includes
love
Eldritch Blast.
It
So.
still bleeds, right?
Vestelle does bleed.
Give me a sec.
Give me a wisdom saving.
Oh, we're good. Why
Good.
am I succeeding on these?
Damn.
Well, does 14 hit?
Nope.
Nope. As you kind
Okay,
of
well,
shoot up your arm for an eldritch blast, the force of the sword kind of shunts forth, and it's met with just a wall of resistance. And you hear from Darcy, "Oh, I see."
all right, and that'll be it. Because again, I can't bonus action to do anything. So
All right, Varus.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and risk something here. I'll use my good old bonus action steady aim and try to shoot him.
You have advantage.
Here we go.
Here we go. Oh,
Yeah,
that does
well,
hit.
Kind of bad damage, but it's whatever.
All right, Darcy, give me a wisdom saving throw and a con save. Oh, there goes Far Step.
There goes Far Step.
Let's go.
God.
Though he does not wake up.
That's my turn. I've used my action
Darcy
bonus
is the
action.
soundest of sleepers.
Mm-hmm. Vestelle.
I think I would like to. Can I disengage?
Yes, you can use an action to disengage.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get over here and yeah. I guess we can't do anything else.
All right. Lyra.
I still can't believe I hit you.
Do I know
Almost
the
max damage twice.
direction?
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, you heard Vestelle cry out in pain and run towards you from, presumably, the direction that Darcy went. And now you see him. Or no, you don't. There you go. Now you see him. You also see a sleeping Vaerun who is currently snoring his ass off. Like, it is preposterous how much snoring there is.
Well, I can't do anything. I think I lose the rage.
Oh,
I can't attack anything.
you do.
I think that's if you go more than a round without.
Let's see. Rage, 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 rage. What's the
if he
button?
doesn't make an attack or takes damage over the course of a round, he loses it at the end of his turn.
Yeah, and I don't believe
So
you
you
have
range-
damage or
So if I take damage, like after I end my turn here, I still keep it. But if I don't, then it ends next turn.
no, it ends this turn. So since the beginning of last round. Oh wait, no, you did damage last round.
I did damage. Yeah, I think it's like if you attack, not if you do damage.
Do you not have any like javelins or anything?
Nope.
Honestly, you could just throw your great axe at him. Like, I'm not gonna stop you. You could. Though
Really?
I will tell you right now that an improvised weapon will deal the same amount of damage as a thrown great axe. So you could throw one of your torches at him instead.
I don't think I have anything on me though, other than
Oh, that's fair.
I'm just it's gonna fall off.
All right. As you kind of glance towards him, the rage almost subsides from your body, and you feel this exhaustion taking over. You have a level of exhaustion now, I believe, whenever that rage ends.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, Frenzy's one of the iffy ones.
That is the end of your turn. Darcy.
I see weakness.
Jesus. Oh my god.
I think. Oh right.
No, it's at the end of your turn, unfortunately.
Oh boy. Let's take that.
That does definitely hit. As Lyra, as soon as your rage ends, you kind of come a little bit to your senses. You see Darcy run up to you and just slash at you with this freaking prototype giganto arm. And I believe it 27 hits, so you take 16 points of slashing damage. As Varus saves against
We're
it, I
still good.
believe.
We're still good.
Right on the DC, and the
No. This is actually a lot lower. Well, not a lot lower, but it's lower than that.
It's lower.
okay.
Darcy, that's your action.
And I don't really have anything I can do as a bonus action.
Not anymore. That's the end of your turn?
Yep.
All right. Artemis.
Alright. I'm gonna just kind of walk right behind them
Mm-hmm.
now that his far steps are gone again. Flanking him and make 2 attacks.
Go for it.
Here's the first. Or sorry,
You have
that should be at
advantage, so if you press
Yep.
the plus... Yeah,
Oh, that
25 definitely hits for 13 points of slashing.
And then here's the second.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's a crit.
Oh yeah, maybe we have something to talk
Woo!
Well, let
That's
me roll the wisdom save for the first one,
Mm-hmm. 12. Nope.
and then the second one,
Nope.
maybe. Okay.
It's your spell save, DC.
Oh fuck it! Of course it is.
Artemis, yeah, you run around behind Darcy, you swing at him twice, and you can see these strings. As you're cutting them, they're now getting actually cut. You see bits of them kind of flying off into the distance and disappearing into the ether, and the shield and the weapon that Darcy is using getting steadily smaller and less pronounced. As the confident smile that seemed to have been on Darcy's face is now less confident and a little bit more...
Yeah, I just
Frustrated.
lean however his like expression kind of changes. I lean in and almost like smirking myself and just say a little tidbit for the thing inside you. The rest of them, they're not the ones you should be afraid of. We are, as I hold up the blades, and well, after doing a number on them.
Mm-hmm. And you hear, under a little bit of labored breathing from Darcy, understood. Artemis, is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that'll be it. Yep, that's my action bonus.
Varus.
Boy, can you guess what I'm gonna do?
He's gonna steady
Bonus
aim. and
action,
shoot.
steady aim. Yeah, that'll fucking awful damage. No, Jesus Christ. But that'll hit, I
That
guess.
definitely does hit.
That means he succeeds too.
Sheesh. As this freaking arrow strikes Darcy straight in the chest, in that brief moment, Darcy, you look up, you're like, you wake up from your dreams once more, and in your dreams, actually, we'll talk about that after.
Oh, fun.
As your eyes kind of shoot open in that brief moment, you see these strings wrapped all around your entire body, and this disgusting feeling as you realize the doll is in your back pocket. And it's currently almost clinging onto your body. What would you like to do? Because you did succeed on both, because you got a net 20.
Mm-hmm. Do I have, like, control over my body now?
Yep. In that brief moment after Varus' turn and before Vestelle's turn, you do have an action that you can do.
I'm going to try and rip the doll out of my pocket.
Okay. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck you. Fuck.
As you grab the doll, the rest of you watch him grab the doll and just begin to pull at it and tug at it, and you feel all the strength leaving your arm. Before you lose your strength. You are, however, still yourself for the time being. Vestelle, it's your turn.
Okay, seeing him try to do that, I'm gonna try to shoot an arrow at the doll.
Okay, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay.
16. You
Not
fail.
very epic.
Roll me the attack.
Oh, fuck.
22. That hits. Darcy, you take 5 points of damage. This goes
Like actual
straight to your
damage.
health.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh, so he bleeds this time.
Yes, he does.
Oh, lovely.
You.
Oh, well,
Oh, no.
That's good. That's good. All right.
Oh, boy.
Vestelle, you look at him, and for the brief moment that you actually hit him with that crossbow bolt, It looks like it's just Darcy. And you see a panicked look flash over his entire face as this bolt is now sticking out of his shoulder, and you see a trickle of blood coming down of it. But Vestelle, that's your action. Is there anything else that you'd like to do?
No, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay here.
All right. Lyra.
I think I forgot to do it last turn, but I was supposed to activate my weakness. But it's fine because I can do it now.
Oh.
Because I got hit.
Right. You did.
Yes. Should I put it in chat or no?
Yes. I mean, you can't. You don't have to. You can. For the weaknesses, I would rather you should keep them to yourselves. But for things like beneficial, like feats or things like that, you should let everyone else know so that you guys all have like a full list of what everyone's resources are, so you can work together on that.
Okay.
For
Do a
weaknesses,
wisdom saving throw.
we keep those to ourselves.
Oh, I fail it.
Okay.
Everyone's weakness is getting removed today. Let's go.
Okay, so now I'm in sort of this kind of desperate attack after being hit. You can see this, like I'm attacking very irrationally and like out of desperation, and there's not really any true meaning behind the attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think I automatically attack with the reckless option.
Yes, you do.
Okay, and there's fortunately an enemy here, so
Oh, fun.
Actually, currently looking at Darcy, he seems to be himself.
I think I still go after him though, right?
That is probably fair. That is honestly entirely fair.
That's a valid point that you've raised. However, I don't care.
Oh, you miss. Okay. As you swing down towards Darcy, just instinctively, you manage to dodge out of this flaming great axe that is now being swung at you. Yeah. You do not have your bonuses to your rage currently because you are not in a rage. So you would not be able to make a bonus action attack.
Nope. It's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Though Lyra, that is the end of your turn. And Darcy, it is now your turn. At the beginning of your turn, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my fucking god.
15.
As your vision fades once more.
Oh.
No, I don't want to sleep.
No choice in the matter. But it's now your
That's his turn though, right?
No, that was the beginning of his
Son of
turn.
a bitch. God damn it.
As the confident look comes back, looking towards Artemis. If I'm to be worrying about you, I'll handle you now.
Is he making an attack at me? He has
does.
to roll I roll a 20 actually,
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
because I have mirror image.
Ooh. I don't think it hits anyways.
yeah.
Does it hit a mirror image?
It does hit a
Well,
mirror image because my mirror images have an AC of
Much
10
lower
plus my
AC.
dex.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So he does hit one.
As you swing towards Artemis, you see one of the four Artemises blink out of existence as it just slashed into pieces.
I do have something that can be done as a bonus action, actually.
Ooh.
This thing's probably desperate enough to actually do it.
I give myself truth sight. Smile.
With a bonus action dagger. As
You can't do this to me.
as the thing controlling Darcy literally just pulls out one of his chisels.
Okay. You see Darcy pulls out a chisel and tries to swing towards you with it. 11.
That would miss regardless, but
Yeah.
I'll roll just to see.
Well, what's
my-
the AC of your doubles?
They're 12 because they go off. So yeah, it would
Well, it wouldn't even hit a double then.
yeah, I'm trying to see. Yeah, because it wouldn't have hit.
Alright.
I'm trying to see exactly.
As it swings.
Actually,
It
I
just
think
wouldn't have.
Does it hit a double regardless? I don't think so.
I'm
right?
trying to see.
No, because the doubles AC is 10 plus dex.
Yeah,
So-
no.
Alright.
Yeah, no. I mean, regardless, that misses either way. So
As Darcy, you swing forward with the dagger, you see one of them just kind of blinks back and steps back before it doesn't hit. Artemis, it is now your turn.
all right. Well, seeing that he's starting to go after the clones, I'll go ahead and make 2 more attacks at him at advantage naturally.
Yes, sir.
Here's the first.
26, I believe that hits.
Here's the second.
Yep.
After the
4,
first.
15 plus 12.
Darcy, give me a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Oh yeah. Hey!
You succeed on both, and as you kind of force yourself back into awakening again, in that brief moment you see Artemis just slash across your chest with a sword. So you take 12 damage straight to your HP.
Oh no.
As Darcy looks frantically towards you, Artemis. He looks like himself, actually.
Right, yeah. As I swing the first one and then swing the second, as I just say, in like a rather oddly like a calm voice, despite everything that's kind of going on, as he says, "I do suggest waking up and staying awake as I swing the second time, and I will."
Trying, hey. I'm really
Let me help you, and I'll swing the second time. As I am making this non-lethal, seeing as he is kind of starting to wake up, as I'm not aiming to kill, but
You've already made your second attack.
Oh, it's okay. But Artemis, I believe that's the end of your turn?
Yes, I can't. Unfortunately, or fortunately for you, I don't know. I can't do smites yet. That's 1 more level, so.
I'm very thankful for that, actually.
Yeah, no, if I could, I'd have blown you sky high on the crit earlier.
Please don't.
Varus.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is anyone looking at Varus currently?
No, I don't think so. Artemis would have you in his line of sight, though.
Can I just get a quick... Just give me a quick perception check, just for my own curiosity.
For Artemis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. My base is 15, just throwing that out there, but yeah, I'll roll.
12.
Okay. You'll definitely see something when it happens, but you don't notice much currently. As I guess, I will... God, I feel so bad. I will bonus action hide myself.
Okay.
I guess I'll just roll that real quick here. Let me... Oh, that's actually not that great. Good.
Okay.
That's good.
That's
good. What is everyone's passive perception?
What is
Is it above 13?
Mine's 15.
11.
I mean, he's out of my eyesight. Is that... Do I even
Yeah,
make a check?
Lyra
I don't
literally
think-
cannot see you. Darcy is...
Okay.
Darcy's, I believe, is higher?
Mine is 10.
Oh, never mind. Darcy is
So I guess the only one who sees this is Artemis.
Artemis.
I'm sorry, Emily. You were the closest person.
The way I see it, warlocks are not allowed to have high wisdom.
Um,
At least not when I
Actually,
play.
That makes sense.
Varus will creep up behind Vestelle.
Uh-huh.
And she doesn't know he's there. Artemis does. He just kind of opens his mouth and takes a bite.
Artemis just kind of watching this, just thinks to himself, like, really, when you think about it, allies are just enemies with extra steps.
So let me roll this real quick with advantage, because you didn't see it coming, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, 4 points of piercing.
I'm still up.
Well, it's 4 plus con, which is 2, so it's 6.
Okay, I'm down.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I had 6 HP.
Emily,
Oh.
your night this is not your night.
Oh.
You're just
Yeah.
being smacked by both the weaknesses.
Well, I guess I get 6 HP back.
I believe it's temp HP, right?
No, it's 6 HP. You gain hit points equal to the piercing damage dealt by the bite. So it'd just be 4 then.
Shit.
No, yeah.
At least Emily's still stable because that was exactly.
Yeah, it was just a 0, so you're good. But yeah, Varus walks up behind Vestelle. I don't know if she would be conscious enough to see it, but the eye that was completely black has briefly turned red, just like the other one she saw underneath the mask. As he sinks fangs into her neck, drinks her blood, and I guess knocks her unconscious while it happens, and just kind of like stands there after he's done it.
Vestelle, give me a brief
Shocked.
perception check before you go unconscious. You don't see anything as your world just goes black.
Ah, that's unfortunate. But yeah, Artemis, you will see Varus be A, disappointed, and B, extremely shocked about what has just happened. That will be his turn, I guess.
All right. Vestelle, you are
Well, she
stable.
doesn't have to make a death save, yeah.
Luckily, you hit exactly 0. So you are okay for now. But that is the end of your turn. As it goes to Lyra.
Great.
Okay. Well, I am going to go into rage again.
Oh fuck.
Kind of just seeing Vestelle's just body kind of just go, I guess, not lifeless, but just go unconscious.
Yep.
Yeah, it just kind of gets me a bit desperate again.
Oh fuck.
And I also go into frenzy.
Ooh, a second frenzied rage. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I believe that consumes the bonus action.
That it
Yep.
does.
I swing with advantage.
Go for it. 19. I believe that hits for 13 points of slashing damage.
Directly to me.
Yep. Plus the 2.
15.
So
Don't forget
15.
the 2 fire.
Yeah.
The rage damage is also not added, so it's 17.
Oh, plus 2.
Fuck.
Oh,
Okay,
plus 2
cool.
more.
Cool. Yeah.
Ooh, Darcy is he's hurting. He's still up. Hurting bad.
Well, that's the end of my turn.
Yep. Darcy, at the beginning of your turn, give me another wisdom saving throw. With advantage.
Yay. Fuck.
You fail as your eyes kind of gloss over, and Lyra, you see whatever that Darcy had been fighting against return. And in that brief moment, I need you, Artemis, to both give me a constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Artemis.
Con save. Yep.
Okay. As you kind of glance forward, you see Darcy, or whatever the creature is, return. They look around, bloodied, injured, and I guess tonight's just not my night. And the strings that were wrapped around Darcy, all of them kind of tense. In that brief moment, Lyra, Artemis, both of you try and take cover, but unfortunately you do not succeed, and both of you take 4d6
What?
piercing damage.
Does that get
20.
juiced? I have resistance.
You
I
take
think.
10. As
Take all of it.
Artemis, you take all of it as these strings just almost explode into a shower of plastic needles against both you and Lyra. Both of you are okay, but there's bits of like string that are sticking out of you as you have to pull it out, and you see in front of you an unconscious Darcy. As Darcy, you are at you are at 0 unconscious, and you have no temp HP left.
Cool.
You know, I'm glad it put me right at half health. That is awfully convenient.
I imagine that happens. Darcy's standing there and then just like a 3-frame just falling like a fucking puppet with cut strings.
Yep. As
Once
Darcy
he,
essentially just crumples in on himself.
Once he drops, does he seem stable or just like?
From the best that you can tell, he does seem to be stable.
All right, I'll once like everything's kind of stopped, I'll look up at Varus. Is Varus still like kind of in shock at what he's done?
How long? I think he's run. I think the only thing that would be heard would be, "Fuck, not again," and he just fucking books it into the woods somewhere.
Artemis will kind of like sigh as he sees him run off, and will just kind of walk up to Vestelle and I'll give her 5 hit points from my magic hands.
Mm-hmm. Emily, are you here?
Yeah.
Excellent. Soon after, you feel yourself kind of get woken gently as healing energy is brought into your body, as you see Artemis currently standing over you. And the rest of you also see Vaerun wake up, walk over to Darcy, heal him, and then go back to sleep. Does he have spell slots? I'm assuming he has spell slots.
He fucking should. He's had a long rest.
He's still level 3. Okay, whatever.
Okay, hasn't done anything, Jake.
Does he have a healing thing? Oh, he does. Healing word. There you go.
He
Boom.
fucking better. He's our only cleric. He better.
He'll cast it at 2nd level because he has spells. So, Darcy,
Well, what a
you get forcefully woken up with the 11 points of healing before he falls back asleep.
I'll kind of reach down and pull Vestelle up and just say, well, tonight certainly has been eventful.
What
Through
the fuck is going on here?
through all of the pain that you felt across your back from the 2 attacks that Darcy had dealt to you, you feel these weird kind of pricks on your neck. And as you put your hand up and kind of pull away, you see what appears to be 2 small pin drops of blood, which you are familiar with.
Where's Varus?
Yeah, well, kind of seeing how she immediately noticed the bite and whatnot, Artemis will just kind of look around. Probably, I don't assume, able to see him even with my 60 feet of dark vision.
Oh, you see him. He's currently hiding. Oh, wait. Would Varus be hiding, or did he just fucking book it?
Well, he booked it and then tried to hide. Like, he got as far away as he possibly could.
Okay, so
Probably
as of currently,
a distance.
you do not hear him. You do not see him, but you do hear branches snapping in the woods.
I just kind of like look around, not really seeing him, and just say, I think he is gonna need a moment of leave, so to say.
I'm going to. I'll walk up to here and just say, Darcy, what the fuck was that?
Don't know. Darcy's currently like. I'm assuming these are like trees here, at the very least, like shorter ones.
Yep.
Darcy's just sort of curled up underneath one, just sort of rocking back and forth.
Kind of hold my blade up to Vestelle's like kind of front to almost like stop her real quick as my eyes glow. That like almost like radiant color. As I'm just gonna go ahead and do another divine sense to kind of look over Darcy, see if I kind of hear or smell or see the same indicators that were on him previously.
The god-awful stench has almost all but disappeared. There's a little brief whiff of it on something that Darcy has kind of thrown away, maybe about 20 or 30 feet away. And you see that it seems to be the doll. That thing is giving off a tiniest, ever so small bit of the same smell that you had smelled off of all of Darcy previously.
Gotcha. I'll kind of put the weapon down and just say, well, whatever's possessing him is gone for the time being. However, I kind of look to the doll and walk over to it,
Mm-hmm.
kind of point to it and just say, though there's still a faint amount on this, which makes me think that maybe it's the catalyst. I kind of look to Darcy, out of curiosity, what is this doll to you?
A mistake. Someone brought it in to be appraised. I shouldn't have taken it. I shouldn't have taken it.
This person that brought it in, out of curiosity, do you know who they were? What they looked
No.
like at all?
They was all covered up. It was a rainy day. I didn't question much. I didn't know.
Well, that is certainly, it's something. I don't know. It seems also much like the weird spider thing that attacked us at the tavern. It seems not from here.
So if someone brought it in to you and just left it with you, can't you just get rid of it? Can't you just leave it somewhere too?
I've tried. It always comes back.
Have you tried destroying it?
I threw it into a fire one night.
Unfortunately, if this is anything like how my blades are, for example, he can't get rid of it. Not that I've tried to get rid of mine or anything, but just saying. I kind of like slowly glance away.
Both of the blades you hear in your head. What a bit! No, I'm kidding.
It was merely for experimenting. I relayed this. But no. Oh well. That is really I feel like I think we've all learned a lot about each other. I think we have to keep a little eye on Darcy. We know that Vaerun is not reliable when it comes to night attacks.
Okay.
Lyra, a little bit, shall we say, feral. Which makes me question why you didn't go in the tournament, but that's a conversation for another day. Something's up with Varus, and I'm just a badass.
I will say. This is thankfully not an every night scenario.
What's so special about tonight, out of curiosity?
The full moon.
Oh,
As he
I kind of glance up.
as he mentions it, you look up towards the night sky and you see, just ever so slightly behind the clouds, both of the moons, both Rael and Gael, completely full. Slowly moving across the night sky.
I kind of just nonchalantly glance over to Vestelle and just say, you have a calendar? Star map? Anything?
No.
We're gonna have to pick one of those up. It'll be useful to kind of track when this is gonna occur.
Huh. Would have been nice for you to, tell us.
Yes, that would have been some.
I literally told you all last session. Like, I explained that when we went to Artemis, the shop of Artemis' friend.
You see, when you say that something's gonna happen on a full moon, you see, I assume that maybe I'm gonna glow red for the next 12 hours, or hey, I'm gonna turn a year older. Not I'm gonna have a weird, evil celestial puppet master control me and try and kill my my current allies.
I didn't know the extent.
Well,
Never been awake for any of it. This is my first time seeing it.
That's a good point. But hey, at least we all know now. None of us died, which is always a good thing. And we now know what to do, or at least how to approach it for the next time it occurs. And you know what they say: knowing is half the battle.
I'd rather this battle didn't even need to be fought.
Well then, still rather late. I suppose we should all maybe get some rest. You know what? I'll go find Varus.
I want to come. I want to come with you.
No, I mean if you want, I know that you just kind of got dropped there by a something.
By Varus.
I wasn't gonna say it out and like put him on blast in front of everyone, but yes, come on, let's go. I'll kind of like
Vaerun
walk
sits
off
up.
to wherever.
What? By Varus? He goes back to sleep.
Oh, okay. I swear, I worry about that kid. I worry about him. All right, come on, let's go. I'll kind of walk over to wherever I saw him, kind of run off to.
Mm-hmm.
In the time they've been talking, he has just kept running, realizing he's not being fucking quiet. He can hear the branches behind him. I think he just takes a breath at one point and truly climbs up a tree and does just try to remain quiet. If you want me to give you another one, Jake.
Sure. Give another stealth check.
Very fitting.
All right. As the two of you are strolling through the woods and kind of doing your best to try and find Varus, you hear the snap of a tree branch, and both of you look up and see Varus kind of like sitting huddled up against it and pressing himself against the tree. You're 100% sure you see him, both of you, but he thinks he's hidden.
I kind of like look to Vestelle and just kind of like motion.
You want to get down here, Varus?
That's why I didn't want to travel with people. I've already told you. Sometimes when I see blood, I can't control it. Which is why I was better off by myself.
I know. I understand. So I'm not upset. I get it. I wanted to make sure you're okay.
You already know the answer to that question.
Hey, does Artemis know about us being Dampiers now? I mean, other than
I mean,
seeing
I
him
saw him. I don't think my divine sense, as we've stated before, I don't think I can see that because technically you all were more.
All you've seen was
humanoid.
Varus walk up, bite her, and run.
I mean, he can take a gander as to
Yeah.
what Varus is. He's still in the dark about Vestelle, if that's any consolation.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Artemis is kind of glancing around and just says, I will say you are lucky that I'm probably one of the only paladin-like individuals that doesn't smite undead on sight.
I'm not undead.
Just on a note, vampires in this setting specifically are not considered undead. They are their own subrace like monstrosity or beast.
Gotcha. Would they still just out of curiosity, for the purposes of smite, would that still deal damage to
Oh, yeah,
them,
yeah, yeah.
or more damage rather? Okay, so they still are technically undead for the sake of like smite and whatnot, but not
Yes, but not for
for
the
the type.
lore and stuff like
Gotcha.
that.
Gotcha. Well,
Lore. Yeah.
I'll stick to the same wording pretty much, but I mean, clearly you're not dead, but I mean, surely you understand that most people don't exactly when they bite deal that much damage to one's outer form.
I'm not undead.
Hey, I mean, I personally, I can't speak for Vestelle. I personally don't care what you are. Were you born on this plane?
Yeah.
Did you make any deals with anything that were not born on this plane?
No.
And do you intend on damaging this plane in any meaningful way?
Not if I can stop myself.
Well, then, I think we'll be pretty. I think, we'll be pretty well off then.
Varus, I said when we were leaving that we were going to get answers. I intend to get answers, and I know they can help you too. And so I want you to stay with this party. Well, we have a goal. We know where we're going. We can figure it out.
I don't think the answers we're looking for are going to be the same.
Oh, maybe it'll help. You said you had no leads when we were leaving Free Reach.
I have no leads, but I have ideas. I'm not going back there to check.
Well, suit yourself. Do what you need to do. And then I leave back to camp.
I'll follow suit.
All right.
He will absolutely stay in the tree the entire night and probably not sleep.
Okay. All right. Well, as the rest of you kind of get back to camp, you see Darcy still crawled up in a little ball. Lyra, would you have anything to say to him during that time? Or?
I just completely passed out after I realized all threats were over.
The rest of you find Lyra currently on her back, a tiny blanket on top of her, completely dead asleep.
How charming. Well, Vestelle, do you want to take this watch, or do you want me to?
As long as I get to sleep later.
Hey, I mean,
I say is like there's just blood covering my entire outfit.
yeah. Unfortunately, actually, I can here. I'll use prestidigitation to just clean it all away.
Oh, thanks.
I can't fix the actual Well, I mean, I fixed the wound slightly, but I can't do much more than that. But
Thank you for that.
hey, there you go. That's how I get by with just a handful of outfits. Prestidigitation is a hell of a spell.
Neat trick.
Wake me up in an hour, I suppose. I'll take the final watch.
Sounds good.
Sorry, 2 hours.
Yep.
And I'll go back to sleep. And as I'm like laying down, You'll probably just hear Artemis just kind of mumble to himself like, I hate going into battle without my breastplate.
As the rest of the night passes by uneventfully, the few of you who are keeping watch find no issues. And we pick up at about 7 a.m. as I will prompt the rest, so all of you can get a long rest, except for... Oh. There you go.
Luckily, I was not below half.
Oh,
Do I actually get a long rest?
Would Darcy attempt to sleep?
No.
Then he would not. Give me a con save. See if you could get in a level of exhaustion. The DC is 10.
Yep.
Varus does not get a level of exhaustion. However, Darcy does.
Do I get a short rest in at least?
Yes.
Why didn't my HP go up?
That's a good
Oh,
question.
by the way, I just not realized it, but Lyra's token doesn't have a health bar or name
Yeah.
showing.
Oh.
At least for me.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's showing
same
on
for
the
me.
stream, but I don't see it.
Give me a second. I think I might have to fix her prototype token. Always for everyone. Resources, HP.
So, by the way, Jake, something that Darcy is doing is, since he has like actual open wounds on himself, and he has plenty of time, he's going to just sort of grow a spine and start stitching himself up.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay. I can do this. You seen Mum do this? Okay.
Give me a con save. It hurts. But you managed
Well,
to go
the
through
point,
it.
this is like the thread that I prepped before, like the thread that's actually like been soaking in healing potion. So
Oh.
theoretically, it should not hurt.
Well, the piercing of the initial needle does hurt. But
Yes,
afterwards,
but the potion
slowly
covers
takes
that
into
right
effect without too much of an issue.
up. All right. Does that help my healing at all?
I believe on your short rest, I think you get to. I think I said something about short rest. Did I? Right? I did. Short rest, you get to roll an extra hit dice. If you roll hit dice.
I am.
It's a,
That's
this is a long rest full HP.
Yes, it should be. I don't know why
Yeah.
you didn't recover your HP.
You get full HP and you get half your hit die back.
Can you roll your long rest again? Wait, why did it max out your dice roll for your hit die?
It
Me?
didn't. He just rolled max. It didn't do anything for it.
Oh, huh.
Because the other one, he rolled less than max. I don't know why it says max next to it, but
That's weird. Oh, there you go. There's Lyra actually recovering hit points. I don't know why your first time it didn't.
Vestelle, if you'd like me to, I could stitch up your wounds as well. It's the least I could do.
Vestelle just nods. Doesn't say anything to Darcy.
All right. Darcy will help. Assumedly, they're mostly back wounds.
Yep. You see, so you've probably seen the effect of what happens when a string snaps and there's flesh right beside it. That's effectively what has happened all across Lyra's back.
Vestelle.
Or, sorry, Vestelle, not Lyra. My bad. Oh no.
Vestelle,
What's happening?
oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was as bad as this.
I believe you, but I don't know how much I can trust you right now.
Probably no more than I trust myself, which ain't much.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you've not had this occur during day or just in most times, I assume.
It's only ever been when I slept during the full moon. Either one.
Well, we'll have to.
I'm kind of hoping that this is this is the worst that it could possibly be, considering both of them were full.
Well, as I mentioned to Vestelle last night, I think we'll probably want to get a calendar that has all the like moon cycles
Probably a
within
good idea.
it. That way we can at least plan around upcoming moons, and I hate to say it, but if at all possible, maybe kind of toss you in a enclosed space and lock it down.
If that's what it takes, I am more than okay with that.
So
Well,
if it matters, while you're stitching up Vestelle's back, you would notice this branded symbol on her left shoulder blade.
What does it look like?
I don't think we decided that, but Vestelle does not know what it is.
It's entirely up to you what it looks like.
Can that be to be determined? I can draw something later.
There you go.
Oh, that sure is interesting and very intricately designed. The
That was-
octopus in the middle is weird. No.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna just roll something for Darcy. Yeah. He's courageous enough to ask this. What's this here on your shoulder?
I have no idea.
Any chance I could roll like a history check on this, Jake?
You
On
certainly can.
Awesome.
Holy shit! Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Darcy's about to make up for all the damage.
Let's see. Would you actually know?
Rolls a net 20. You don't know what it is?
Okay. You have heard of symbology like this before. You don't know what it is. You don't know who specifically it might belong to. But this type of branding is typically associated with a type of contract. A contract that is between a powerful wizard or some sort of magical caster and someone else.
I might be wrong in saying this, but this is a contractual brand, I think.
Meaning what? I'm part of some contract? I don't know any contract that I've been agreed to.
Well, I can at least help you narrow down the sort of person to look for. They're a powerful magic caster, whatever it is. Maybe a wizard or one of them sorcerer types.
Great. More questions added to my story, but at least it's something. It's getting somewhere.
Given that
I
you
mean-
rolled a natural 20, you would also know that in some places, these brands are known as servitude brands or slavery marks, though that is not always the case.
There's a bit more to it as well. A couple of the names for it. A servitude brand or a slavery brand. They can be forced on people.
Oh, I was a slave.
Not necessarily. There's any way it could have gone. But be careful who you tell about that sort of thing. Because I don't know if people can usurp any sort of control over it. You never know.
Fair point. Thank you.
Well, it turns out that if that is to be believed, I suppose we have quite a few people who have are under the thumb of some higher power.
I'll also stitch up your clothes if you'd like me to.
Sure.
And Darcy is spending the rest of the night keeping himself busy.
Mm-hmm. And the rest of you wake up in the morning. Most of you relatively well rested. Darcy, not terribly well, but you got enough rest just tending to your own wounds. Vaerun's fine. He's doing happy. He makes a great breakfast for all of you guys. He's like, oh, wow, you guys look really beat up. What happened?
So I'm just sitting there like, so how was that sleep there, Vaerun?
It was really nice.
Was
I
it
dreamt I woke up and like I healed someone and then I went back to sleep.
Did you?
I was like,
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I know.
Yeah.
I'm about to pull out my sword.
That's some crazy dreams you're having there, Vaerun. I don't know.
Kay is gonna get back, and we are all gonna hate Vaerun.
I'll kind of get up and look around. I don't assume that Varus is anywhere near.
Has he come back?
I think he would come back, but try not to be seen at first. So let's see. Let's see if he does any better in the morning about hiding himself.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Oh, a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to see that, so I just kind of glance around, don't really see him, and just say,
Can I do a perception check?
Sure, since you guys are actively looking for him. Well, Varus,
Finally, someone has actively perceived me.
You are damn good at hiding. You're currently just kind of crouched in a little bit of darkness, just beyond the clearing.
I think he's truly just standing behind the tree, just leaning against it.
Lyra, as you go and look for Varus, you kind of notice what appears to be like a tiny bit of what appears to be like maybe a sheath or something just sticking out of the side of the tree.
I just call out in his direction. You know I can see you, right? There's no point in trying to be all emo and antisocial.
I guess we'll just come around from the tree and just go. I suppose that's a first.
Well, I'm sure we have a lot to discuss. Personally, I think, or rather, everything was almost like a blur. So I would really appreciate someone to fill me in on the finer details.
well, as mentioned, I think we've learned a lot about each other.
An interesting group here.
Varus absolutely keeps his distance.
But do you guys set back up onto the road?
I mean, assuming if everyone's free to go, just I'll ready the cart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a bit more wary of Darcy now after this encounter, giving him a lot more kind of suspicious looks throughout the travels, I guess.
Okay.
I'm not sure if he notices this or anyone else notices this.
Do you try and hide it?
Oh, it's less me hiding and more like it's just kind of subtle. Like, whenever I approach him, kind of have one hand on the hilt of the sword I carry, kind of thing.
Okay. Varus would notice, though I don't think anybody else would.
Yeah.
Well, then, is everyone ready to go, or does anyone else have any secret demons or impulses that they might want to share with the class?
Well, you guys must have seen me in battle, so I assume that I can't really hide anything either, and quite frankly, I wouldn't want to be someone that's hiding anything. So then I kind of lift my shirt sleeves, and you can see some scales. Yep. Not one of those dragon folk, but well, I guess I do have some dragon blood in me.
Very interesting. Very
So I assure you, it's not as crazy as what happened last night.
Okay, that's certainly good to know. Anyone else? Just out of curiosity.
Are you sure you want me along?
I mean, I don't mind. Does anyone have any issues with it?
So long as someone keeps a watch on him.
It's not the first time that's happened. It's not going to be the last.
I mean, I think the risks of it aren't exactly outweighed by the dangers that lurk out in these parts, or just in general when it comes to adventuring.
You're absolutely sure you would want to travel with me?
Sure, I've certainly experienced worse travels.
I think Varus looks at everyone and waits for an answer.
I don't think I'm really the sort of person who has the right to complain here.
Get in the cart, Varus.
I'll take my chances for now.
I'm only asking because this is only part of the baggage you're going to be dealing with if I come.
Well, I mean, if it's any consolation, I think mostly everyone here, if not everyone, has some form of it or another.
I don't think everyone here has a noble family of the Midlands hunting for them, so...
I'm being routinely possessed by some sort of god, so...
Yeah, but at least you know when that's going to happen.
Or does he? Wisdom say? No, I'm kidding.
Well,
Oh, look, a lunar eclipse. Fuck.
well, I'm certainly glad that you've mentioned the whole plot about a noble family. That certainly is something to look out for now, I suppose.
Learn something new every time.
You won't be safe out here by yourself anyway.
Yeah, that's a good point.
If people are hunting you down and you're on your own out here, probably not good for you.
Let's look at it this way. You know, I'll help you with these nobles searching for you if you help me for whatever creature was looking for me.
The people hunting me are related to gods. Literally.
Yeah, I mean that's Artemis almost kind of thinks for a moment. It's about middle of the road in terms of baggage that I've dealt with, so yeah, it's not too bad.
You're all absolutely sure about this then?
I think so, yes.
We're all in agreement.
We're not keeping secrets anymore then?
This is the first time that I'm actually fit in with some kind of group and might actually even be one of the more normal ones, so.
If it hasn't been clear at all, I'm kind of cut from the same cloth as Varus in a way. Couldn't tell by my appearance.
It wasn't
and
the
I
appearance so much as the way you both ran on the wall during the tournament. That
Yeah,
wasn't
that-
magic. You just
no.
did that.
Yeah,
Varus, just also that's something to point out. Anybody who's looking for you that actually knows magic or looking for things like what you are. And if they know magic, they're not going to be fooled by it.
yeah, most people can't just run along the walls with no hands.
Well, very well. I suppose if we're not keeping any more secrets, would you mind if I reintroduce myself?
The floor is yours.
Wonderful. Well, I wasn't expecting to do this so early, I suppose. But, Varus, Oriella, the second son of the Oriella family, at your service.
Does that family name ring a bell?
Oh, probably. Anybody can give me a history check.
Would me being from the middle
Wow.
Wait, no, I'm supposed
ones
to be.
help with this at all?
No.
I'm supposed to be at disadvantage because I have a level of exhaustion.
Yes. And so does Lyra, because she went into 2 frenzied rages.
Ooh. That is true.
You only recover one of those levels of exhaustion at the end of your long rest.
Yep.
Okay.
That's disadvantage on skill checks. Oh.
Unfortunately.
No, the 21 to 5. Well, the only person who hasn't really heard of it would be Lyra. Darcy, Artemis. Actually, did you want to make one as well, Vestelle?
I feel like I wouldn't know.
You would not know. No, you would not
Yeah.
know. Oh, no, you wouldn't
No.
know. Yeah, the name sounds familiar. Um, you're aware of the pantheons, specifically the Cenary pantheon, which is what the Midlands kind of. Oh wow, okay. Me deleting all my fucking pictures on Roll20 deleted them in this game too. Oh,
What?
I'm livid. Well, they were pulling originally from the AWS source that all of my files were uploaded to. So because of that, okay, that's fine. That doesn't matter. But the Cenary pantheon is the primary pantheon of the Midlands. However, there are a few houses that worship different pantheons, specifically the South, given the Fae pantheon. And of that name, Oriella, you are aware that there are 2 sages of the Fae pantheon that share the last name, or at the very least, the branching of it. Alistair Oriel, the Wise Father, the first of the Oriel family, and Atano Oriel, the Bloom, the man who was responsible for sealing and ending the Second Plague. So yes, the name is familiar.
And he said he was the second son of who?
Second son in the Oriella family,
Yes.
Gotcha.
which would mean of the current generation.
Yeah. So, with my check, would that give me an idea as to how old Varus should be?
No, there's no indication. He could be
Okay.
as young or as old as possible, because it is an elvish family by nature, though you don't know what type of elf Varus might be.
Gotcha.
So here's the entry for... Well, I'm so upset. Here's the entry for Alistair Oriel, and underneath it is Atano Oriel.
You're gonna have some time, Jake.
I'm gonna have to fix those fucking pictures. This is great. This is great. This is great. I love it. That's fine.
Yeah, I think Varus introduces himself, bows, and just waits to see what people will say.
Well, that is
That's
certainly something.
certainly familiar lineage.
Out of curiosity, given now with the revelation of your, I kind of like point to my own teeth and then kind of motion to him. How old are you? What would you say?
I've been inclined to say around 25. Whether that's true or not, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Okay.
It might be a lot more, but not less at the very least.
All
Given
right. That
the
means I'm.
ages of 25, he is an incredibly young elf, not dwarf.
Yeah.
Incredibly young dwarf.
He is an incredibly young dwarf. No, he is an incredibly young elf, because elves typically have the lifespans, on the material plane at the very least, of more than 2,000 years on average.
Oh, that is well, I suppose that means I'm well on my rights to call you kid still. So.
Well, that depends. I don't know if what I've turned into has changed my structure at all. I might just age like the rest of you nowadays.
Well, certainly a revelation.
How old are you, Artemis?
You know, there's a technical answer, and then there's an even bigger technical answer, and
Well, we're spilling secrets here, so.
I mean, appearance-wise and body-wise, I would be around 35. Mentally, however, I've seen a lot. Long time.
You see the distant gaze of PTSD in his eyes.
Pretty much, yeah.
I think Varus will also take off the half mask he has and just reveal that A, the cut above his lip does continue to the other side at the bottom, and B, his left eye, whichever eye was covered, is red, which is opposite to the eye that is uncovered and which has been black. So,
Wow.
I suppose we're ready then.
Yeah, I mean, I mean that's pretty much my secret is biologically I am 35, but mentally not so much.
To try point then.
As all of you continue this discussion and get back onto your cart, having conversations here and there of the various different details in regards to maybe your history, maybe the past, maybe the future ongoing, and what lays ahead, that will be the end of this session. Secrets! I love spilling secrets.
They weren't whispered.
They were not whispered. They were spoken. Wow.
I just figured if everyone's spilling secrets, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If everyone else is doing it, he'll do it too.
That's a big one. Well, let's hope it doesn't bite you in the ass. I mean, what?
Absolutely will.
Hey, I mean, it seems that our party has become a proper party. A group of friends, maybe, even eventually.
Bonded through the fact that literally none of them know what the fuck is happening properly.
Love trauma bonding.
Trauma bonding, woo!
I don't know. I think Artemis has a pretty good grasp on everything for him.
Do you, though?
Smile emoji.
Oh, don't you worry, buddy boy. I got some things planned for all of you. This should be fun. This will be fun.